guys, welcome to my channel, Jessica Olivia Travels. We are headed out to another destination, which is France. We have two destinations. The first one is Bordeaux, France. Actually, we ported in Le Verdon and headed to a quaint, cute little village called Soulac-sur-Mer. And from there, we're going to be taking a train to Bordeaux. And then the following day, we are actually headed out to La Havre, France, which people will be visiting Paris. Although we didn't choose to visit Paris, we'll tell you about that in a little bit. But first, we did take a shuttle to the quaint village Soulac-sur-Mer. And I got to catch this cute little church and its bells. We ended up heading out towards the train station, so it was about a 10-minute walk, which was a really beautiful stroll down the village. We got to see beautiful, quaint boutiques, and the weather was just nice and perfect. It was perfectly sunny, the perfect coolness, and the sun was hitting on you just right, but we were limited with the time slots that the train station had, so once we took the train station, which was about an hour and a half, it left us with about an hour and a half to just gallivant around Bordeaux. We did got to meet a lot of friendly faces, a lot of friendly people, wonderful conversation, and so happy that we did. We just made friendships, and we ended up just looking around Bordeaux. So this is Bordeaux, and we ended up at this place called Place de la Bourse, and this area here is like a water area where people can run through. Dogs are running through it, having a fun time. Beautiful, beautiful place. And behind me is just this beautiful, gorgeous water fountain, and behind that is just shops after shops, miles after miles, blocks after blocks. And yeah, this is definitely a place where you'll need pretty much the whole day. So I had to stop and look at these two little cuties. This is a Cocker Spaniel and his or her buddy, also in the water fountain. And they had so much character. They were so cute. I had to just sit here and just have a good time watching them. So it was, I think about maybe 10 minutes just watching them have so much fun. And once we were done watching them, we got the chance to walk towards the inner streets of what you're looking at. So there's just different restaurants and, like I said, different shops and stuff that can go for miles. Isn't this so cute? I'm sorry, I'm looking at it all over again. I'm just kind of reminiscing about that time when we were there. So yes, there are just a lot of people down these alleys and streets and stuff like that. We wanted to get a drink first, which was at this boba shop. It was also like a marketplace. I'll put the name of the place below. But we just wanted to look around. We got our cool drinks, and then we decided to go out for lunch. Of all places, we decided to go to McDonald's, as weird as it sounds, but we were so happy we did. This is one of our favorite McDonald's. The other one is the Philippines. But this is the other McDonald's that we definitely favored. We ordered at the kiosk outside, and you just pick up the order. It was a little bit busy inside, so I ordered our food here, which they had the beef barbecue burger that we wanted to try, which was so good. It was not McDonald's quality that you see in the United States. This is definitely premium. And I don't know what was in that sauce. It was like the perfect barbecue sauce. It was so flavorful. It was like a thinned out barbecue sauce, but packed with flavor, smothered in the burger. And the burger, it did not taste like it would have came from McDonald's for some reason. We also ended up getting these like potato wedges, so you could choose from like potato wedges or the regular McDonald's fries. And yeah, if we can go back here and eat here again, we definitely would, without question. So after that, we also looked at different shops. We looked at desserts. We wanted to try this pastry called canoulet. It's a famous pastry in France. You can get it without alcohol or with, and of course I got it with, and it was definitely it wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't bad. We also got the chance to go back to Soulac-sur-Mer, which is a little village before Bordeaux, and Gallivant, and they had cute little things. They had boutiques, they had butcher shops, cafes, they even had places where you can buy fresh seafood, and just a lot of cool things to see, such as souvenir shops. But we did end up going to a cafe. I wanted to try their chocolat chaud, which is hot chocolate, and you have to try a hot chocolate when in France. It's definitely different from the ones that you would get in the States. It's kind of overly sweet, even if they use a premium chocolate. Not saying that it's bad, but it's definitely different in France. Just the way they make it, it was creamy, it was delicious, and it wasn't too sweet. So happy that I got to try it. And then my husband ended up getting I believe like a cafe latte or a cappuccino. I don't remember exactly, but that one was also perfectly made. So we got that and headed back to the ship to start our next day. Morning. What day is it today? Friday. It's Friday, right?
It is.
It's Friday because today's Paris Day, which we're not going to Paris. They were very unorganized with the Bordeaux, so we never bothered to plan a trip to Paris. We're gonna look around La Havre and maybe another town, but good thing I bought umbrellas because the weather today is raining. It's misting right now, but we're having breakfast. Shuttle buses don't come until 9, so we won't get to start our day until 9, although we were here at 6:30. So it's just kind of like a chill day. But we're gonna show you guys breakfast since we're having breakfast. Hubby has fruits, so there's kiwi, cantaloupe, orange, pineapple, and watermelon. We have to have our coffee. I have ordered not an English breakfast, traditional breakfast with pancakes. And then hubby has corned beef hash.
Yeah.
So we'll show you guys that when we get our food. For now, can you guys see the glass? The other side of the boat is the city, but it's misting right now. It was definitely raining, so we gotta get the other umbrella. Okay, hubby got his corned beef hash, so it's different because it's like chopped and cubed. Eggs, toast. And then I got pancakes. Got the butter and syrup, and then scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, and potatoes. Hi everyone, we're in La Havre, France, so we're so happy we didn't go to Paris because it's just not worth it. Paris is so big to see. It's a beautiful place, but I know we're gonna have to take another trip. So we're gonna see the town. It's a lot of beautiful sights. We have a full day here in La Havre and it's gorgeous here. So we're gonna take you guys along and just see what we can see. There's a cathedral that I've been wanting to see. It's beautiful, and show you guys the lights once they open. So yeah. Okay, we'll see you guys later. Bye. My husband and I got to tour around La Havre. La Havre is a beautiful place to visit. We were so happy that we chose not to visit Paris on this day. I think if we went to visit Paris, our time would have been consumed by transportation, and it just wasn't sufficient enough to actually see the city of Paris. So it was so exciting to actually spend the day in La Havre and explore and see all the beauty that it had to offer. So La Havre is a city that's fully rebuilt from the ground up after World War II, and it's gorgeous. I'm telling you guys get the chance to just spend a day here. You can see a lot within a day's worth. We had a full 8 hours and it didn't consume the full 8 hours, but we were so happy to see so much things. We got the chance to just kind of relax here a little bit and enjoy this scenic view, the water, the bridge that just crosses over that you can cross. And you can lay down here. There's some benches where you can kind of sit back and lay down a little bit, look at the beautiful sky. And there's a bench, so if you are with loved ones, family, friends, just to have a great conversation with. My husband's actually excited to see all the beauty that's just surrounding us right now, so we'll show you guys that in a little bit. But right here you'll see a landmark, which we'll walk towards that in a little bit, but we're just taking it all in. We just got here from the bus from porting at the cruise port. We could see all the textures of the flooring, and it's just, this place was gorgeous, you guys. It was quiet, it was quaint. Here is the landmark. So World War II, when they rebuilt this, they did have a memorial here. So you will see a lot of the names here, thousands and thousands of names of those who perished. And you'll see on the other side that it also has a lot of names. So it's definitely one to at least take a walk, see this, and really see what it's all about. We also got the chance to see the Cathedral of Notre Dame. There's another Notre Dame in Paris. I know that that one was being renovated since the fire, but we got the chance to go in here and look at the cobblestone here. It was gorgeous. We got the chance to go in here and just kind of release a lot of any heaviness that was just weighing on us. And you guys know that I just recently lost my mom and things like that. So whatever was heavy in our hearts, we got the chance to sit here. My husband and I just kind of gazed at the beauty that this cathedral had to offer. You just felt at peace. We did light a few candles and said our prayers, and it was so nice to be here, you guys. It's definitely a must visit if ever in La Havre, France. It was beautiful. We also got to walk towards the port, which we got to see the famous arches. These are the famous container arches by Vincent Ganivet, and beautiful place to take pictures because it is near the water. And there's also an expo museum to visit. Unfortunately, it was closed, but we had to take some footage of this cool truck that was right in front of it. If you guys are water lovers, there is a beach that you can visit, so definitely head out to the beach if that's what you love. We just wanted to tour more of the neighborhoods and get lost a little bit, and we ended up coming across to this. On our walk, we did end up going to the St. Joseph Cathedral, and I was so excited because this is on my list, and I wanted to go inside and see all the beauty that everyone was posting. And the high arched tunnel above us, I want to say tunnel because it just keeps going up there. It's like this little arch, but all of the stained glass windows above there was beautiful. I want to say that it was supposed to be raining during the time that we went to St. Joseph's Cathedral, and the sun decided to just shine, and the lights, the colors that just came in was gorgeous. We sat there for a little bit, and again, just as the Notre Dame Cathedral, we sat there in peace. And it's a wonderful place to let any heaviness that's weighing on your heart just go, and just say your prayers and just be in the oohs and the ahs of everything that's captivating. It was just a nice place to be at. So it's a must to go to St. Joseph's Cathedral if ever you're in La Havre. But we took a tour. We wanted to get lost, so we were just walking around the neighborhoods and seeing a few classes and students just go for, I guess, little field trips. We also did some shopping at some boutiques. We bought a few bottles of wine, and then we decided to have lunch. We're getting a little hungry, So one of the locals recommended a restaurant called Bouchon Normand, and it was a French restaurant, so we will show you guys what we ate. So as we were looking through the menu, we also were presented some specials. We got some pretzels and peanuts, some still water, and some fresh bread. My husband wanted to try escargot, so this was definitely the perfect place to experience escargot, especially in France and a local recommended restaurant. So that's what we did. He ended up having escargot. I ended up having, I'm not quite sure what the shellfish is called, but it was a first. It was amazing. It was delicious, and it came with like a small salad. My husband also got his salad, but with his meal. So his steak was prepared more like a ground beef type of steak, and then they put an egg on top and a side of fries. I had the beef bourguignon with the perfect made potato and tomato, and we noticed it started to rain really hard, but it was beautiful, so it was kind of nice to maybe even sit outside, but we were inside. And then we finished it off with some creme brulee and a cafe latte, and that was that. But I also wanted to show you guys that we were feeling a streak of luck. My husband had the itch to want to play the European lotto, so he's like, let's just go try a scratcher and see where our luck leads, basically. And so we tried, and we bought the first lotto ticket, which won €100, and then he ended up cashing out, and then he ended up getting several other lotto tickets, and I think that we ended up walking away winning €300 with only playing like 4 times. I think one ticket didn't win, but overall we had a streak of luck with that. And after this, we decided to go shopping. We went to a mall called Docks. It is, I'm not sure if it's the only mall, but it was a nice little sized mall. It wasn't huge, but it wasn't exactly too small. They had enough stores. They had a cinema, they had restaurants, and they had enough retail stores, and just enough to sit down and relax if you wanted to sit down and have a coffee. They had a few cafes and a few places to have a dessert or a little snack. We only stayed on this side that you guys are looking at right now. It looks like there is something else across the water. We did not go across. I'm sure there's more surrounding things to see. Unfortunately, as sunny as you're seeing it at this very moment, once we went in, I want to say about 15-20 minutes in, it started to rain heavily. So that's where the rain is. We were thankful that we brought our umbrellas and did our thing. So it's gorgeous right now. You see the little strip of water, but it ended up quite wet on the way back. So we're just walking towards the entrance. It's really nice right now if you wanted to order food and actually sit outside. They had tables where you can have your lunch or dinner, or even just kind of relax and enjoy the scenic view. But we walked in the mall. It was a single story. It was just like a strip of stores. It didn't go for loops after loops, but it was enough to satisfy a little shopping craving need. Here you see like a little cafe where you can sit down and just relax as well. They had JD there, so we kind of checked out to see if they had shoes. They had Bershka, one of our favorite stores in Europe. They also had, well, I'm not actually quite sure if they had Pull and Bear, but that's another one of our favorites. We also stopped at KFC. We didn't order any food, but we wanted to take a look at the menu just to show you how different it is. They don't have this in the United States. They had hot dogs and cheese bites and stuff like that. So we just kind of looked at the menu and walked out, but I wanted to show you guys that. We ended up leaving because it was raining really hard. We found our way back to the ship and had a nice dinner. But that's it for our trip to France. So we hope you guys enjoyed. We want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and we can't wait to show you guys our next destination, and we will catch you guys in our next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.